Hello everyone, and welcome to the first of 3 videos on a basic overview of your new WordPress website. So first thing you want to do is go to your website name, which would be right here, your URL. Go ahead and put that into the navigation, and then next you are going to type in /, you see that little / right there, and then WP-admin. Now WP stands for WordPress, and admin, of course, you wanted to log into the administration side of your website. So click enter and it will bring you to a page that looks like this, and here you want to log in using your username and password. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Of course, you want to make sure that that information is stored somewhere that you'll remember it. Alright, so this is going to take us, the first place that you will see is your dashboard. And this is where I want to spend a little bit of time today just getting you familiar with what the back end of your website looks like. First off, we see that we could update our version of WordPress. I leave that up to you if you would like to go ahead and update yours. The one thing you want to make sure is that if you are going to do any updates, be sure that you have an updated backup of your website, just in case these things do happen where technical glitches occur and you can lose your content. So make sure you have everything backed up before you do any updates. This is where you will see regular notes from WordPress, just in case you need to. They recommend that you do maintenance on your site. So first thing you'll see is your Right Now. Now Right Now gives you a quick overview as to what's on your website. This site that we're on the back end of is a pretty basic site. There's only one page on there. Of course, this says 1 post and 3 pages. Not all of those are actually active and showing. But let me talk to you a little bit about what this does mean. Content. Content will tell you what's on your website. So what I will usually do when I'm playing around on the back end of my website is have one page, one tab that has the back end, and I'm going to open this up into a new tab, another page that has the active content on there. So this is what we have, what we're working with right now. So back to our dashboard. Content is the main, what's in your website. So we have 1 post, 3 pages, 1 category, and 0 tags. Now a post is where your all of your blog content would be. These are your articles. Pages are the more static content of your website. It would be something like your home page, your about page, a contact page. Category are ways that you organize your blog posts. You put them into different categories, and tags are also ways that you could help organize your blog posts, but they're also ways that you can add keywords to each blog post and help people to find content find certain content that you've written about. Discussion relates to comments that have been made on your blog posts. Right now we have 0 comments. Of course, we don't have any blog posts that are active and people are comment on, but you will see comments pop up here. And then of course you have the option to approve them or wait for them to be approved if you need to get somebody, your boss or somebody else, to make sure that they're approved. So you could put them into pending. Typically they will be in pending before they get approved or trashed. And spam. Now most websites that Revive puts up, we do put a spam filter on there, but occasionally you will get some that come through. So you see this here, Akismet blocks spam from editing, or spam from getting to your blog. Akismet is the plugin that we use to help limit any spam from coming into your site. I'm just going to go down the left-hand column first and then the right-hand column. So underneath that you'll see, of course, recent comments. There are no comments yet. Now this is an area where you will see any comments coming through. Google Analytics Summary. Now every website should have Google Analytics installed on it. It's a free program, amazing to use, and will tell you so much about what's happening on your website. So what you'll see are pages that people are coming to. You'll also see where they're coming from, so what websites they're clicking on or what's getting them to here. Some of these are going to be newsletter providers and searches. For this particular site, there is no searches, but a great application here. And if you'd like to go to the full summary, you can click on your full stat report, and it'll take you to the Google Analytics website. Incoming links will let you know when someone has linked to your blog, and you can get an idea of what kind of interaction and engagement's happening out there, and have the opportunity to see who's referring your site or mentioning you. Plugins, this is something that WordPress puts in on their own, and I'll show you how you configure that in a moment. Backup Buddy is a plugin that I utilize for backups. As you can see, before I'm going to update my website, I will do a backup. Currently, I do not have any. Gravity Forms is another plugin that I have installed, and it gives me an idea of who's coming to, who's filling out this registration form, how many have registered. Back to the top, on the right hand side, we have Quick Press. This is where you could go in and actually add a new blog straight from here, instead of going over to the left hand side, all the way to the left hand side under Posts, which I'll show you in a moment. You could add your title, type in your content here, like so, and as we'll see in the bigger version, you could also upload and insert any image, video, and audio. I usually don't recommend to go through WordPress in this way. The files have to be pretty small in order for them to be able to be uploaded, so better to grab the embed code from a YouTube or Vimeo video. You could also add any other kind of media like Word docs or PDFs. And this is an icon for Gravity Forms, which is a plugin I use for any kind of forms. And then this is another plugin that I use for when I'm running things through Amazon S3. And of course, tags. This is where you can put in different tags that relate to the content, save draft, or publish. Recent drafts, this will let you know if you have any content that's in draft, and then WordPress blog and other WordPress news or other content that is put there by WordPress themselves. Now, I mentioned how you can update that. This little button here, Screen Options, will allow you to show, click what you want to show on your dashboard. So we've got right now recent comments, incoming links, plugins, Backup Buddy. I'm going to take out plugins. Don't really have a need for that on my site right now. I'm also going to take out WordPress blog and other WordPress news. Okay, so now much cleaner site, and I can actually take any of these and drag and drop and try to get it to move over. Maybe there we go. All right, much tidier dashboard to start working with. And then in our next videos, we're going to take you through this left hand, all the way to the left hand side navigation. This is really going to be the area where you will be navigating through the most. So from here we've got the dashboard, posts, media, links. Typically don't do a whole lot with links. Pages, comments is another way that you could see, go over any comments that you've had. Forms is where I could add new Gravity Forms. Appearance is where I don't recommend you get into just yet unless you're familiar with WordPress. This is where you could change your themes, edit any of your widgets, and dig into the overall structure of your site a little bit more. Plugins are additional programs or little tools that have been built by third parties that you can add to your website that improve and increase the functionality of your site. Users are where your anyone who has a username and password that can access the back end of your site. This is where their information is set up. You do have options of having administration as well as editors and even subscriber types of subscriptions. So if you don't want somebody to have full admin access but you want them to be able to write blogs, you could set them as an editor under users. tools and settings, again, two areas. I don't recommend getting in there unless you have a particular thing that you're working on. Settings will give you all the areas for setting up your overall function and features of your website. And then the bottom three here refer to the different settings of specific plugins that I have installed on this website. And you can collapse this menu, breaking it down into a smaller area on that left-hand side navigation, opening up your screen so you have a much wider area to work with. That's it for video number 1, overview of your WordPress website. Stay tuned. In our next video, we're going to talk about posts and pages and how to add new ones and edit any existing content.